Hey, it's me, Jesse Lee, aka Music News Daddy, without music news. I don't have music news today, but I do have something new for you. I have a brand new episode, a new interview episode. I got Chris Daughtry, the homie from Daughtry fame, on the podcast this week. It almost didn't happen. I just got done recording it, and we started chit-chatting like we tend to do and get off topic real fast. I almost didn't hit the record button because it's been a while since, I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't done one of these virtual digital interviews in quite a while. One of these cyber interviews. I haven't done one of these in a minute. They're usually in person at shows and festivals. So yeah, I almost forgot to hit record on this one. So count your lucky stars that I figured it out in time. The band's new album, Shock to the System. I'm sorry, their new EP, Shock to the System Part 2, is out right now. Depending on when you're listening to this, it came out on September 12th. So it's out there. Shock to the System Part 1, Shock to the System Part 2. The EP's so nice, he did it twice, but with, new songs, obviously. So go check those out when you're done listening to this episode, all right? Let's get into it. Chris, dude, thanks for chatting. It's been a while since the last time we talked. A lot's changed. And since
a lot.
I think like 2 years ago was the last time we chatted. Last time I talked to you, I was able to see your arm skin. So that's a big difference.
Yeah, now I got a new paint job.
Yeah. Yeah, for anyone listening, Chris has a blackout tattoos now. That's why we're talking about his arm skin. It's not some weird kink we're into or anything. Oh, man.
Yeah, and life has been on just fast forward, ever since we spoke last. It literally feels like it was years ago. And
Yeah.
it was what? It was probably only last year.
I think, a year or two ago or something like that.
Yeah. But,
you've been on Family Guy since then?
I know, man. It's crazy. A lot of tours, life's been nuts.
Yeah, dude. Well, last time we talked, I think Artificial had just come out. I think we were just on the heels of that one. And you were talking about how it was going to be part of a bigger album. And then now we got, obviously, Shock to the System Part 1. And as people are listening to this right now, Shock to the System Part 2 is out.
Yes.
So was the plan always to swerve everyone and do a two-parter, or did you make that change at some point throughout the writing process?
Originally it was always going to be a full album. And, once Artificial released, it kind of, it kind of put a pause on things, and we had already had, a good part of Part 1 written. And it just felt like finishing a record in the time frame that we were kind of originally thinking just seemed impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So the label pitched the idea of like, what if we split the album in two parts? And basically the end of it, it all kind of comes together, and I was very in favor of that idea, because it took the pressure off of trying to complete this full record in a short amount of time, and things were taking a little longer than expected. And I really love how everything turned out, and Part 1 and Part 2 feel cohesive, but at the same time they're their own thing. So I don't necessarily think that is our MO going forward. Like, we're always gonna do this, but it definitely worked out this time around.
So there's no plan for Shock to the System Part 3. We're not doing an extended cut or anything like that.
Well, I can't definitively say no, but it's not on the table right now.
Nice, dude. I like it, man. I really like the idea. Like you said, it was a way to give people more of the record without just doling singles out there over and over again. Because I think people get single fatigue sometimes, if you keep just dropping single after single. So it was a nice way to show a full body of work. So when this drops, when Part 2 drops, is it going to be combined as one full record then, as far as like the streaming services go, or is it going to be still separated?
It's still going to be separated for now.
Okay.
I had toyed around with the idea of maybe I'm speaking out of school here. Maybe the label's gonna, zap me in the neck, with some device I don't know about.
Mute that part.
But my idea was always like to kind of circle back and put it out as a whole body of work with maybe some, extra stuff, like, I don't know, like some demos or something like that with, because, some of these songs were very different in earlier stages. And I always think that's kind of cool to like show the fans the evolution of where a song started and
Yeah.
with terrible lyrics or gibberish lyrics
Sure.
and just to show how they kind of evolve over time. But I don't know. That's just me, thinking out loud.
Microanalyzing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So I did get to hear the EP early because I'm a very important person, obviously,
Yes,
influential
you are.
figure in the rock and metal industry, obviously. So I got to hear it a little bit early, and I'm loving it. Obviously, I want to be. Oh,
Thank you, man.
I didn't cancel the interview after hearing it, so that's a good sign, right?
Love it.
But dude, I love the song "Terrified." I think that's a great track for
Thank you, man.
spooky season that's coming up. I think that's a
Yeah.
good timing on that
Yeah.
one. Are you
Thank you,
got
man.
music
I
videos
appreciate
planned for
that.
that? Any haunted house themed videos for that or anything like that?
Not right now. We are about to shoot uh video for the bottom that we're super excited about. And I love Halloween. So I mean it's
Yeah,
my favorite time of year. So I'm sure we'll find a way to squeeze something like that into one of the videos.
yeah, nice. Yeah, we've been playing the
Maybe
bottom of.
maybe Damian Leon will call and be like, "Hey, we need that song for Terrifier 4, man."
There you go.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
just
gotta
throwing
be
that out
a
in the universe.
yeah. There's gotta be at least some horror franchise out there that needs some
Yeah,
Daughtry
yeah.
in there. That's a good chase
They
song
need
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every horror film needs some Daughtry in
yeah, absolutely.
there.
Yeah, yeah. We've been playing the bottom a bunch on Octane as well. That's a
I love that,
really good
man. Thank you
one.
guys.
I always every time I introduce it, I say it's a song about butts, but I know it's
It,
not. But it could be about the
well, I
best
mean,
butt.
it could be.
Yeah,
It's I like to write in a way that allows people to see their own truth in the
yeah.
in the
It's the
song.
greatest bottom you've ever seen. Another track on the EP that I was really digging was "Divide." That or is it? Wait, what
Oh,
was it?
Divided. Thank you, man.
Divided. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I like that one, dude. What was? Can you tell me a little bit more about that track? Because that one really stuck out to me the most. I think of the whole EP.
Oh, wow. I mean, I think probably the most hopeful song on the record. A lot of part one and part two is steeped in darkness and mental health and talking about topics that are a little on the dark side. But I think Divided you know it felt like a much needed respite from that in the sense like there is enough divided. I mean, enough darkness out there that and shit going wrong everywhere that it just always feels like it's trying to pull us apart. So it 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 was kind of an effort to bring some hope to the overall record, and I thought it was a great way of starting the second half, in a way. So yeah, I love that song too, and it felt really simple and just anthemic.
Yeah, it's fitting too. To start the record off, like you said, because dealing with the topic of mental health, and September is mental health awareness. I think it's mental health awareness month, or is it suicide prevention month?
And Suicide Prevention Month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was definitely a topic close and near dear to my heart, and yeah, so it's a really
absolutely.
nice tie-in. Speaking of September, random, but does your song September does it get a big spike in streams every September?
You know what's funny? I've never checked that out, but I need
Yeah,
to look into that because, in regards to our old catalog, that is one of my favorites just because it's about my childhood and growing up in a
yeah.
really small town. But I've never looked into that, but now I'm gonna have to do pull some
I
analytics.
I think it does, man. Because I swear, like once a year around this time, like I feel like I see it pop up on my like TikTok feed more often, or like on Instagram or
Hell
something.
yeah,
So it's out there, man. Yeah, we got to look
that's
into the
awesome.
stats on that one.
Yeah.
So you just wrapped up the tour with Creed, right? That's wrapped up a
Yep,
couple days
and
ago.
about to gear up and head out with Seether and POD in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. think 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I saw Creed. I didn't get to see the Creed tours you were on, but I saw Creed
Yeah.
last year. It was awesome, man. I feel like the Creed and Daughtry fan pipeline is very large. Like I feel like that crossover is probably pretty.
You know what's crazy, man? I felt like it was gonna be more like that, but I feel like the 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 crowds that we were getting with Disturbed were a little more, energetic and more excited about us than the Creed fans. And we started kind of looking into that and was like, it was good. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah,
it was great to play in front of those crowds, and they were excellent to us. But I noticed the Creed fans felt like there was a lot of new fans. There was a lot
yeah,
of fans that had never seen. So, Scott would be like, how many out there is this their first time seeing Creed? It was like 80% of the crowd.
that's wild.
So I'm like, man, this is a big nostalgic crowd. They're coming back.
Yeah,
These are kids that weren't even born when the first record came out.
yeah,
So it was a very different type of audience for sure. But it was, I mean, crazy to see this newer generation jumping into the rock scene, and it was really encouraging, actually, considering we've been doing it almost 20 years ourselves, and
hmm
to see that kind of resurgence, and you know um this younger generation coming out to see rock shows, man. It's a good sign of the times.
yeah. I mean, I feel like it's probably a good testament to and encouraging to like what you were overall trying to accomplish with these new songs and these two new
Yeah.
EPs. Is because we last time we talked, you said like you're not trying to like completely throw away the old Daughtry and like the old
Right.
catalog
Right.
or anything like that, but you're really trying to embrace your rock roots and you really want
Yeah.
to cement yourself in that world. And I feel like you said, the Disturbed crowd, the heavier crowd, was into you more than say maybe the Creed crowd was, and whatever you're doing is clearly working then. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. The Creed crowd definitely loved the older stuff.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and then you got the tour with Seether, POD, and what Kamikyo.
Yeah, Kimmy Kehoe, she's
Yeah.
awesome, man. Um, we found her on Instagram or I kind of discovered her a few years ago on Instagram, and
hmm
we kind of started following each other, and I just saw her name on the list of potential openers. I was like, yeah, that would be really
Yeah.
cool. She's got some really cool shit going on right now, so yeah, we're it's gonna be a fun bill.
Yeah, we've been playing her a ton on Octane as well. She was started on the test drive, and I think she might be in
Nice.
regular rotation now. Yeah,
Hell
and
yeah, Cammy Kehoe,
we got
doing
a
big things.
contest going on Octane right now. We're giving away 2 tickets to the Denver show for Daughtry and Seether. And I saw that they're going to they're going to let the winners watch from to the side of the stage,
Yeah, I heard
apparently.
I heard Shannon talk about it yesterday
Yeah,
on the yeah.
which is cool. I want to, if anyone, whoever wins these tickets, though, I want them to know, watch a little bit from the side of the stage, but go down in the pit and actually, I mean,
Gotta go out in the pit, man.
side stage makes you feel cool. It looks cool on your Instagram story and everything. But if you really want to experience the show, you can't watch it all from the side of the stage, man.
could not agree with you more, man. I tell people all the time, it's like if you don't have like an in-ear mix or
Oh, yeah.
speakers blaring at you, then all you're gonna hear is drums and whatever instrument you're close to, and you're
Yeah.
gonna be wishing you could hear the vocals and you can't hear anything. Um, Stained, when we toured with Stained, one of the things that they did on their stage, they would have wedges for every band member. So we would you would automatically hear everything else that they're hearing on stage. So it was a better sound. But most people have pretty quiet stages these days,
Yeah.
other than the drums. And so it's cool to see, like, oh, we're close, but then you're like, I can't hear shit.
Yeah, you can't hear shit. Usually there's like a big like double stack amp in front of you or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
or like
yeah,
some kind of like backdrop. You can't. Yeah, again,
yeah.
it's a cool fed. I saw a Day to Remember. They just did they're on their tour right now, and they on their first set or the first night they actually had a VIP upgraded thing they did with fans where they got to stand on stage behind the band. Like they had this big barricade on stage, and so they all stood
Interesting.
behind them. It's like I don't know, like 50 of them or something like that. And again, probably was an amazing experience to be that close to a band on stage.
Right.
Like, that had to sound like garbage, right? Unless you had like in-ears or something. Like, how could you hear anything? Like,
unless they have little side fills that's
yeah,
pumping the mix back to them. I
would
don't
hope
see
they
how
did
that would be
something like
enjoyable.
that. Yeah, could you imagine like the band comes down, it's like, hey, do you want to upgrade to VIP? You're like, sweet, and you got stage, and then like you hear it, like, oh shit,
It's awful.
oh man.
Yeah.
So what else can we expect from the rest of the year? I know we're wrapping things up. I know the holiday months things tend to slow down a little bit, but I know we got the tour coming up. The EP's dropping tomorrow. As people are listening to this right now, it's out right now.
It's out. Go get it.
It's out. It's out there, baby. But is there anything else you got on the docket? Anything else in the works?
Well, we do the tour with Seether, and then next year early in the year we're headed out to Europe with Alter Bridge and Seven Dust. So
oh, cool.
That'll be a fun run as well. Other than that, man, take a break in the holidays, man. It's been a busy year.
Eat some carbs.
Eat some carbs, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Shoot these videos, and then it's Carb City, bro.
Yeah. Right. You just got fast long enough to get the video shot.
Yeah.
You're good, man. Everyone listening and watching, please make sure to go listen to the brand new EP, Shock to the System Part 2. Follow Chris, follow Daughtry on all the socials. Any other last plugs before we get out of here, man?
That's it, man. Yeah. Come see us with Seether, and come rock out with us, man. Yeah. Let's have a good time.
And above all else, make sure to share this podcast episode with somebody that doesn't suck. All right?
Yes.
Take it easy now, and bye-bye.
The Jesse Lee Show. Oh, oh. The Jesse Lee Show. Oh, oh. The Jesse Lee Show. Oh, oh. The Jesse Lee Show.